Welcome young grasshopper to the Sparking Dojo. We're going to cover every character in the game with their movesets, combos and weaknesses. It's gonna be a long grind, but you're gonna start off as a white belt. And why not start the series off with none other than Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku, one of the strongest characters in the series. Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku is an extremely good character with high damage, good moveset and high health. By the way, a really important thing to know is what each health bar represents. You have your main long health bar at the top here, and there are small health bars to the side of it. Each health bar is 10k HP, so MUI Goku here has 5 bars in total, which is 50k health points. He actually has a super that does around 10k damage, so that means he can take away 1 health bar from any character. When you see the following combos, you can work out how effective they are by converting the damage to health bars. I'm also using the classic controller style, but most of the inputs here will be the same for standard as well. If it's not, then I'll clarify when. First, I'm going to cover safe combos, and if you don't know what those are, these are combos that only use rush chains that are unvanishable. The only unvanishable rush chains in the game are Flying Kick, Kiai Cannon and Blast Wave. Also in the game is called Ki Blast Cannon, but I think that's actually a mistranslation, as all the previous Tenkaichi games had Kiai Cannon, and even the anime refers to it as that. So MUI's rush chains in order are Flying Kick, which is square plus triangle, Heavy Finish, which is square square triangle, Rolling Hammer, which is 3 squares and triangle, and Kiai Cannon, which is 4 squares and triangle. This means Goku's unvanishable rush chains are on his first and fourth punch. All these combos, the only way to stop it is to use the super counter. No other defensive mechanism will work against it. The most basic safe combo in the game is a triple step in while they're back turned. So it's gonna look like this. So it's 5 squares, step in, 5 squares again, step in, and then the same thing again. So it's 3 step ins like that. And it does 13.6k damage. To get some more damage in, you can use these rush chains I mentioned earlier, but to make sure it stays as a safe combo, you only use the unvanishable ones, which are Flying Kick and Kiai Cannon. So you do your basic step in again, into another step in, and then you do a Flying Kick, and then you do a Kiai Cannon, and then you combo again until the rush string ends. Make sure that when you do your Kiai Cannon, you keep clicking square and don't wait for the animation to end. If you don't keep clicking square, then the opponent can turn around and then easily guard against your attack. The only way to get out of these combos from the back is if they use the super counter. Nothing else can stop these combos. You can try to do this from the front, but if the opponent guesses your step in attack direction, he's gonna end up blocking your entire combo. So on the back, it's guaranteed to work. For example, here if I do an upward step in attack, the CPU uses a neutral guard so it doesn't go through. If I do a neutral step in attack, the neutral guard will block it. And if I do a downward step in attack, the attack is going to go through. And now I'm going to include vanishable moves, which makes the combo unsafe. And you might be thinking, why would you do that? Because the unsafe combos aren't vanishable, so it's the best combos to go for. Well, in my opinion, if you only use safe combos in the game, you're going to find the game pretty boring after a while. If you use these unsafe combos, it's going to make the game a lot more fun because it's a high risk, high reward. So now I'm going to include the remaining rush chains he has, which are Rolling Hammer and Heavy Finish, which makes the combo unsafe as they're vanishable, but the combo overall does more damage. So you start off with your basic step in attack into another one, and then you do Rolling Hammer, Flying Kick, Heavy Finish, Kiai Cannon, and then you make sure you keep clicking square so the combo doesn't end, and then you end the string overall. So overall it does 16k damage. There's better ways to include these combos if you use them with Lift Strike, which is square plus left stick up and triangle, or Ground Slash, which is square plus left stick down and triangle. The first very basic combo is Flying Kick into a level 3 charged Ground Slash, into a Giant Throw, into a super. The level 3 charge is needed to break the neutral guard. Giant Throw is left stick up and triangle, and to do the super, you need to slightly delay your input, otherwise it won't activate. If you don't include a delay, then you're gonna end up doing a vanishing attack by clicking triangle, so make sure you wait a bit and then do the super. You can do the same combo, but instead of using Ultra Kamehameha, you can use Ultra Barrage instead. The next combo builds on this a bit more, so I'm going to play it at full speed right now. To do this, you need to do the exact same setup from before, with a flying kick into a level 3 charge ground slash, and if you don't know what I mean by level 3, some rush chains have different levels of charges. So for this, you want to hold your triangle button until it's fully charged. Then you do the giant throw again, and here you want to do the upwards variant of the Z burst dash. I've made an in-depth tutorial on the Z burst dash already if you want to check out the video, but simply you need to do a dash to the right and then do a Z burst dash. This will allow you to get behind your enemy and carry on your combo. Then you do a step in attack into another step in with a Kiai cannon, add on a few punches and then do a lift strike to push him in the air. Click X to pursue and then carry on with your melee attack until he drops down. This is because the lift strike is a really good setup to chain supers in. Make sure you do the delay again and then fire off the Ultra Kamehameha, and that's 20k damage. I tried to do the same combo but with Ultra Barrage in the end, but unfortunately it doesn't work because of the tracking of the move, as you can see over here. When you finish a lift strike combo, the enemy rapidly falls and can't recover, so the tracking is going to be kind of bad. So now I'm going to play the first advanced combo in full speed. So here's how the combo works. You do a flying kick into a level 3 charge ground slash, and then you do a level 1 body strike with any direction. In order to do that, you just slightly hold your square button and point in any direction. This makes Vegeta stand up after a ground slash so you can carry on your combo. Then you do rush attacks into a fully charged Kiai cannon, and the fully charged bit is important, otherwise you can't do the follow-up move. After the Kiai cannon, click square 2 times and it will do a follow-up which pushes your enemy into the air. Wait about half a second to a second. Click your input for Ultra Barrage with a slight delay so that you don't do the vanishing attack, and then during the cutscene you want to hold L2 so that you can get a bit of ki for the next part. Make sure not to use the boost, otherwise you can't do the combo, as you need 5 ki bars to do the whole move. As soon as the cutscene ends, charge up a little bit of ki, and this will allow you to do a horizontal Z burst dash, which can catch your enemy before recovering and allow you to do your combo. Again, I've already made a video on how to do this exactly, so make sure you check that out if you don't know how to do this step. After this, do your regular step in combo into another step in and end it with a Kiai cannon, and then you'll have enough ki to follow up with another Z burst dash to get your final hits on him. In total, this does 38k damage, which is insane. It nearly kills Vegeta, who has 4 health bars. Here's the next advanced combo in full speed. Remember that you need 5 ki bars to do this. The difference in this combo is that you're using a heavy finish early on to get to the back of your opponent to make the combo even safer. You can do this by doing your heavy finish, hold forwards and diagonal to the left or to the right and click X and you'll move to the back of your opponent. It's pretty simple, so just try and practice that first. After you get to the back of your opponent, immediately click your rush attack button and get them into a combo. So again, the start of the combo is relatively the same. Flying kick, level 3 ground slash, and then you do a heavy finish here to stand him up. Go to the back of him with a dash, do your first basic step in attack, chain it into another step in attack, and then do your step in again, and you want to do a level 3 Kiai cannon here. Then you can do your follow up into the air with 2 squares, do your Ultra Barrage super, and then the rest are the same. It's the same horizontal Z-burst dash, catch him while he's recovering, one step in attack into a lift strike this time, combo him, and he will just die from that. So it does 40k damage, 4 health bars, completely wiping Vegeta. MUI Goku has a special passive ability, which means that if you don't move, you dodge incoming attacks like rush attacks and ki blasts. But the ability can quickly be stopped as it drains your ki rapidly, and if you run out of ki, you're vulnerable to attacks again. So I wouldn't use this ability that much unless you're just trying to flex on people. His skill 1 ultra movement takes 2 skill stock and pretty much gives you 1 free vanish on most moves. However, this move isn't that good because your enemy can counter vanish you by clicking their guard input and getting a free attack on you. It also fails to vanish certain beam type supers like Vegeta's Gallic Gun over here, because even though it vanishes the first hit, I think Gallic Gun has multiple hitboxes, and as you only have 1 vanish, you still get hit by the move. Here the ultra movement successfully vanishes because Vegeta is in close proximity to Goku, so we can teleport around and directly attack him. It also works to vanish revenge counters, but you can get revenge countered back, so make sure you block so that you don't take any damage. It does not work if your enemy uses super perception on you, but if the enemy uses regular perception on you, you can vanish the counter attack and go for the attack yourself. It works really well on rush type supers and ultimates because they only have 1 hitbox, so it's a free vanish. The way I would use this ultra movement move is if you're about to get hit by an attack, I would activate it right before if you can't vanish, so that just in case you might be able to vanish out of the attack. He also has access to 20 ki blasts, which do a lot of damage, so you should use them in combos when you've got the enemy's back facing towards you, as you can easily chain melee attacks into ki blasts. Ki blasts are also unvanishable and unguardable from the back, so there is no risk to using them. It's a good way to put off your enemy and do a lot of damage in combos. His skill 2, no backing down, which can be done by clicking your ki charge button plus up and your guard input, takes 3 skill stock, but it gives you some crazy buffs. It buffs your melee attacks, ki blasts, defense, and you have a faster ki charge speed. You can use 20 ki blasts from the back, which do nearly 10k damage until the opponent falls down. You can do the violent rush in sparking mode, which is pretty much an extended rush chain combo of up to 38 hits, 15k damage until they fall down as well. The best way to use both in sparking mode is to try and get to your opponent's back, which you can do by rapidly clicking your guard button to teleport around, then go for some ki blasts on their back into a couple rush attacks, then do a lift strike, keep clicking square until the combo ends and your opponent starts to fall down. At this point, instantly go for your ultimate and it will execute with very little delay, making it very hard to vanish overall. And the damage is insane. 79 hits, 35k damage.